today we're going to be taking a look at the Range Rover Evoque Convertible, so stay tuned for this video. So if we start off with the front of the Evoque, this particular car is a HSE Dynamic, and it's the facelift of the first generation, so that means we get the updated DRLs, front fascia, a little bit of a difference in the grille with the Land Rover badge installed there. And this particular colour is called Phoenix Orange, if anybody's interested. You can see that kind of metallic flake hitting the sunlight there, it's pretty awesome. This car's riding on 20-inch alloy wheels, which we'll see on the other side, a kind of gloss black colour. I quite like the fact that Land Rover and other SUV companies put this black cladding around there. A, hides the rust when it's older, and B, gives it that kind of rugged appeal. We've got the clamshell bonnet, which is a Range Rover design they've had for years. We've got a little Range Rover hood vents up here. Again, black gloss, because everything's all blacked out. You'll see that theme continue in the car. Being the convertible, it is the two-door version, so you can get it in a 4-door and a 2-door coupe. As we move around the rear, you'll see it's got a little spoiler. It's the only Evoque to get the spoiler, so that's pretty neat. And it kind of gives it a bit of a coupe-like appearance. You can see with the roof up how they're kind of structured down. I get quite a large C-pillar already, but we'll continue around. We've got the Evoque badges in red, HSE badge, and again you can see the metallic flake. And we've got twin exhaust at the back. This particular car is the 2-litre diesel. So we've got twin exhaust tips at the back. A little bit of a rear diffuser, quite a handsome car. While we're around the back rooms, I'll show you the boot space. You can get the fob out, push the boot button, unlatches, and it opens up like a little post box. What I was impressed with or unusual about it is it's composite, it's not actually metal. And there we go, there's your storage. As you can see, get enough for kind of a couple of duffel bags or something. It does taper in at the back there, so it's not straight all the way. A little ski latch if you want to go up to the Swiss Alps or Glencoe or something like that. And you've got little handlebars right here to close it over. It doesn't matter if the roof's up or down, some convertibles that affects it. In this, you can have the same boot space regardless if the boot's up or down. The roof's up and down. And you have the same boot space regardless if the roof is up and down. Go ahead and unlock the car. Wing mirrors pop out. Got these giant doors. As it full extended, you can see in a parking bay how much we've taken over there, but they're probably about a third of the size of the car. It's humongous. But I like the fact they're frameless. Pretty neat feature. And everything here is rather padded and really high quality. That is just one of the things you see off from the offset in this Range Rover. So of course, being keyless go, leave it in there. Before we jump in, we'll take a quick look at the seats. They're electrically adjustable. There's your lumbar slide back and forth. If you do want to go in the back, you can do 2 ways. You can slide it back and forth like so, or you can pull this and it slides in. That's pretty handy. And anybody wondering, this little silver bit is where you can put your seatbelt, so if you're not carrying people regularly in the back, you can have that there. So if you're stretching over. Go ahead and jump in. I'm pretty impressed with the cabin insulation being a soft top. Wasn't sure how it would be, but it's actually not too bad. We'll go ahead, put the foot in the brake. Diesel engine comes to life. This is the Pro Touch 2 system. Give it a second to, there we go. And all your things like your media, parking, your cameras, and all that are all connected through here. There we go. All your off-roading kind of needs are down here. It's not full-blown kind of all your struts and ruts, and there's no air suspension in this car, so it is all fixed, but you can cycle through here to change kind of snow and gravel, mud ruts, sand, or just leave it off in kind of standard mode. I quite like the screen, it's a little bit more responsive in comparison to the first gen Evoque that had that kind of clunky one with the buttons around the side. It's pretty fast and responsive, so that's not too bad. Apple Carplay as well keeps the car kind of forever in date. I quite like how these air vents, when you actually physically close them over, like so, you get a kind of shut off, look like a garage shutter door. Move around to the middle, we've actually got a CD player, got some hazard button, heated seats which are nice and easy, they're not buried within any system, climate control, fan speeds, front and rear defrost, which is cool because a heated front windscreen is a must in winter. This makes life so much easier. Hill descent control, automatic start stop, get your electric parking brake just here. This is the 9-speed automatic gearbox that Jaguar implemented into this. So a lot of new features within kind of the facelift. So you've got the 9-speed gearbox, which can cycle through, put into reverse, camera pops up, neutral drive, sports mode once you're going, and obviously park, P for park. So as I mentioned, this has got the 2-litre Ingenium engine, 2-power option, I think it was about 180 and then 240, and there's obviously a 4-cylinder petrol engine as well available. This has been the diesel. Put the window down a bit so you can hear it. Nothing too exciting, just being a diesel, but you get the fuel economy benefit of having a diesel in a car like this. So as you can see, we've got a blend of analog and digital. So the analog tachometer on the right, left hand side your speed, in the middle we've got a digital kind of LCD display. You can cycle through things. There's your vehicle information, driver assistance, trip computer, anything you really want, so that's quite cool. We've got a nice leather-wrapped multi-spoke steering wheel, calls on the left, volume buttons on the right hand side, your cruise control. We've also got little paddles behind the steering wheel if you want to simulate shifting through the gears, but you're probably realistically going to leave it drive, being a diesel SUV. You may notice that the background screen, when you don't touch the screen for a while, actually jumps to the colour of the car, so that's pretty cool. So you've got the orange with the black wheels, the exact spec that the exterior of the car is, so I think that's pretty awesome. So you might notice that we've got a little background image of our orange convertible Evoque, which is the exact same as the spec. As one outside you can see the matte black alloy wheels as well in this. I think that's pretty awesome how they matched that up. And again, if you want rid of that, just touch that and go back to whatever you wish. So over on the driver's door you can see we've got 4 window controls. So what is quite awesome is you can have one window down at the back and have the front up if you wanted, or at a touch of a button you can have both down, all automatic. So that's a pretty cool feature. It's probably a carryover from the 4-door one, but I think it's just a nice feature to have. And you can have one button, all 4, and I think you have to push this once and all 4 go down at once. So we'll try that again, pull it up, there we go. That's pretty cool. So your radio volume knob's there. So the Meridian sound system sounds pretty good, as you can see. It's over there, and there's a big massive speaker in the back that focuses in, which is pretty awesome as well. Really good sound quality in the car. On the right hand side here you've got a little knob you can twist to adjust the brightness of the driver's gauge, boot opener, and then turn off or turn on the lane departure system, so that's pretty cool. But the main getaway I want you to hear from this video is obviously how well built the car is, and pretty impressive. Every surface is pretty much leather wrapped. You do feel like it's a very premium feeling car, so that's a nice positive. And the leather in the seats as well is pretty nice as well. A little bit of storage in here, it's leather wrapped, lined with the fuzzy stuff. A lot going on in here, HDMI, USB port, SIM card, 12-volt outlet, and a little bit of storage as well. And as you can see you've got roof opener and closer button there, and you've got 2 cup holders which you can see generous size. And it's one of the car Glasgow thing, the glove box, relatively soft damp, but it is lined with the fuzzy stuff, and as you can see pretty decent size to hold all this your kind of daily stuff you have. So to jump into the back, as I mentioned, you can pull this little lever here, and I'll jump in. For reference, I'm 5'11", I'm sitting behind myself. I actually got decent enough knee room Headroom isn't too bad being a convertible, and you can get 2 abreast, no bother in the middle. You've got a little bit of armrest here, so you can have 4 in the car comfortably. So with the roof down, you get to enjoy all the benefits of a convertible. You've got the blue, sunny Scottish skies, all this open air breeze, all the windows are down, you're sitting that little bit higher than a traditional convertible because you're in an SUV. With regards to how the Evoque handles, it's pretty responsive, this being the higher power diesel unit. Put the foot down, it's eager to go, it switches through gears seamlessly. You do hear a bit of that diesel racket when the roof is down, but you're going to hear that anyway if the windows were down. Handling wise, it's pretty well weighted. Some cars feel smaller than they are. This car actually feels larger than it is, which is an unusual experience. It feels like a slightly larger kind of SUV. It gives you like a kind of truck-like feel. You get good visibility out, which is what you want. And obviously being with the convertible with the roof down, you've no worry about B&C pillars because everything's away, so it's great visibility. And it's quite a nice, it's almost like a Tonka truck, if I can say that, just because it's quite, just a smell in the face, very surreal feeling driving a car at this height with the roof down. And as you can hear probably now, it's, apart from the wind noise which you're maybe getting through the camera, it's pretty quiet once you're going, like we're going 30 miles per hour, it's sitting at about 1500 revs. It's pretty decent in terms of road noise and wind noise, all that coming through. And it does a good balance of being like kind of sporty and luxurious. I think the Range Rover did quite well with this car. And for reference, for anybody wondering, we're getting about 35 to the gallon with the 2-litre diesel. So you push this little button on the side of the stock there, it cycles through. There's your date time. We're getting up there 35.4, so that's pretty good. Considering this car is over 2 tonnes, which is an impressive feat for the weight of the car, considering the size of it. I was shocked when I found that out, but I guess that's due to the folded roof mechanism. But all in all, check out the Range Rover Evoque if you're after a convertible 4x4. There's not much out, like if you live in the States, you've got the Nissan Murano Cross Carplay, I believe it's called. And over here in the UK, the Evoque only lasted 2 years, I believe, it was 2016 to 2018. And right now Volkswagen have launched the T-Roc convertible, which is another small SUV, less premium obviously than the Range Rover one. However, it's the only offering right now if you want a convertible SUV 4x4 kind of car. So I just want to say thanks very much for watching Cars of Glasgow. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day in this sunny Scotland September we're having. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel below, comment any questions you have, and I'll see you next video. Ciao. Bye now.